Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Stein, and I am bringing you guys a brand new channel called Josh Tries Different Games. The reason I started this channel is because I am a lifelong gamer who is obsessed with gaming, and I also love YouTube. And I'm a huge fan of video game reviews, but sometimes something that I've noticed is that I may be really excited for a game, and then that game will come out and I will watch some YouTube videos on that game, and just because of some nitpicking or some negative reactions, that basically strips away all my excitement for some of these games. So something that I've been working on is just trying my best to stay truer to myself, trust my own judgment before I look outwards. A game that I found called Last Epoch has been absolutely incredible. I have a video recorded and I can post it for you guys. I was playing Path of Exile for a bit and really enjoying that. However, the extreme complexity of it all was just absolutely too much for me. I really enjoyed playing Last Epoch because I feel like it was a bit of a simplified version where I didn't have to do as much Googling. So when it comes to my channel and posting videos like this, my goal is just to show you guys lots of different games that I'm trying out. I'll give you guys my perspective on the game at that point in time. And then if you guys do want to see me play more games or play a specific game, let me know. And what I would like to do is branch out and do some specific series on some of these games. For example, Last Epoch I'm having an absolute blast with. So if you guys want me to do a new playthrough, pick a specific build and then go with it, I would absolutely love to do that with you guys. Now, I am just forewarning you all, I am not the most extreme gamers. I would say that I am on the further end of casual gaming. So for you casual gamers out there, I hope that I can be a really good resource. I am not going to be that gamer that's complaining about ray tracing or frames per second or anything like that. I'm also not that gamer that's going to be complaining about the absolute end game and the flaws and intricacies within the end game of some of these games. I am a very busy person and I play video games to unwind. I don't play video games for hours upon hours each day. So I am hoping that I can help people with a similar lifestyle by sharing some of this stuff. And along with that, I am really passionate about video games, so hope you guys can feel that. So let's talk about the game that I am playing, Last Epoch. I am so enjoying this game because I have really watched my character go from a pretty useless necromancer to having almost a badass army following them. And the progression that it took to get there was pretty well paced, and everything was also laid out in a simple way that was easy to understand, but then you could really see how everything has a lot of room for a clear progression and to get a little complex. I also have to commend the crafting system in this game. I think they did a really good job at making it pretty accessible. Something that I'm a big believer in is that everyone's a different learner, right? So for me, I find with video games, I don't learn as well, honestly, watching things like YouTube videos or reading online. I work better by just trying and then giving it an extended period of time, and then over time kind of adapting to it. And in my experience, when I played Path of Exile, I was really struggling to adapt just because there was so much complexities and I was putting in some good hours. I also had some experience playing Diablo 4, which I did enjoy for a bit, but I felt like there was a pretty concrete gameplay wall where once you hit the story completion, there wasn't much left to do from there. I also found that when I played Diablo 4, I wasn't really enjoying trying different classes as much. Now, that's one thing I will say about Path of Exile. When I played that game, I really did enjoy just trying different builds. I think I went through the main story in that game about 3 different times, and I didn't beat it once because I hit a wall each time. However, before I got to that, I had a blast with it. I saw a YouTuber say this, and I found it pretty interesting. They were talking about Last Epoch and how Last Epoch is basically trying to replicate Path of Exile, but do it in a more simple way. And they were also talking about how Diablo is still trying to catch up with that. But along with that, Path of Exile 2 was announced, and that seems like something they're going for as well, as making that game more accessible. So honestly, I feel like this is just an exciting time overall for this genre. I'm not the kind of person that just labels myself like I'm a Last Epoch fan and that's it. I will play whatever is fun. That's it. So if all three of these games I can figure out how to enjoy, that's awesome. I know there is an update for Diablo 4 coming soon, so I could definitely try that if you guys are interested in that. And no shame, if you guys even want to watch me blind play Path of Exile, you will clearly watch how not good I am at these complex games, and you will see where my gameplay walls occur. I think if I do start a series of Path of Exile, I would need a bit of a bigger following, just because I would need the comment sections to guide me through the entire playthrough. So maybe that's something we can work through. But for now, I am so enjoying Last Epoch, especially if anyone out there is a casual gamer and you like games like Diablo, you liked Path of Exile, but you felt like it was a little bit too complicated, I highly recommend checking out this game. It is currently in the beta. It was $35 on Steam. From my understanding, it's slated for a December release. But what I have also heard, and even just playing and seeing chats from people who seem like they've been playing for a while, seems like it may get delayed, which is totally fine. They just take their time to perfect the game. But even in the state that it's currently in, I think it's pretty good. I have experienced a few bugs, none of which are game breaking at all. And I definitely think this is a series to keep your eye on. I am currently playing on PC using an Xbox controller, and I will say Path of Exile and Diablo both had better controller adaptation. But once you get used to it, it's totally fine, and it's very doable. I do think when it comes to overall environment building and even story building, I do think Path of Exile personally has the crown with that right now. Like I said, I just think the ultimate downfall of Path of Exile at this point is the accessibility. It is not really realistic for people who casually game to just jump in and understand that game, unless you're basically following a build guide and you're just Googling how to play and then you're following that whole build guide. That is something that's awesome about Last Epoch, is you absolutely don't have to do that at all. There's a lot of room for swapping things in and out as you play along. So you can really level up different skills, manipulate different skills, but then also replace those skills with different ones and try different things. So there really is a lot of room to just try out different things in this game, which is awesome. And you absolutely get that sense of building power. So that's all I'm going to talk about for this video. Please let me know the kind of content you guys would like to see. I play just about everything. Like I said, I'm a pretty casual gamer, but I like trying all kinds of games. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, love first-person shooters, love RPGs, anything like that. Love sports games even. I'm looking forward to hopefully building a community of just chill gamers who game because they really enjoy it. It makes them feel good. They don't delve into that toxic aspect of gaming where it's insanely tryhard and people are putting other people down about it. We do this stuff because it makes us feel good, and we are grateful that we have it. And along with that, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm going to try my best to keep the vibes positive, really just focus on the good things about games that I'm enjoying. And if a game is really terrible, or if a game's released in an unfinished state, that's one thing. But if there's tiny little hiccups in a game and it's still overall an enjoyable experience, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you guys will be hearing from me soon. Peace.